And we're live.
Howdy, everyone. This is Random Nerd.
And this is Meg Opinionated. And you're here on our lovely Truth Talk show. And tonight is all about nerd. I'm just here. I'm just here for funsies.
Oh, lots going on, as always. What do you think of this last week, Meg?
Oh, I think it's all a CIA scam, of course. Of
I
course.
mean, yeah. What, the two, let's just put it out there. The two, um, National Guard members, tragically and horrifically gunned down. One, unfortunately, has died, and the perpetrator suspect has been taken alive in custody. And what do you know? Yeah, I mean, you said it, Meg. A CIA informant.
Yeah. And did you know, because I know we didn't talk about this beforehand, but did you know that the woman that passed away was Googled in Israel 4 days before she passed? Over 100 times?
Have. What?
Yes. I swear. I swear. I don't have it to back it
I,
up right now.
I've seen it. Oh my goodness. It's just like one big network of lies we're being told.
Literally back to back. Like I'm so tired of it. Like just tell like stop being like nana poo poo and just tell me the truth.
Well, speaking of the truth, we have something special today. So I will be presenting what? Me? Yes. I will be presenting some facts. We'll be doing some live fact checking and whatever shenanigans comes up.
Right.
Because you know what? Everything nowadays, it's all CIA. CIA this, CIA that. So let's do some CIA live history. What do you say, Meg?
Let's do it.
Alrighty. So something that Meg and I are both very involved with, not involved with per se, but our research is we are very much into MK Ultra. Can Meg, is it showing? I'm sharing a screen. Is it on your side?
I'm sorry, it might be my side.
One moment, people. We're slowly getting. We don't have our IT guy right now, so just Meg.
Damn it, you guys. Why aren't you here to fix everything? No, I like lost sound for a second, and
Oh, okay.
it really makes me mad because it's like all of a sudden everything's fine, and then I can't hear anything, and I'm like, what the heck? I mean, they got me.
Well, that would help with some donations for anyone listening. Myself, criticalthinkingnerd.com or Meg Opinionated.
Absolutely. Here, I
We,
will.
we do this as hobby. We don't. There we go. We don't. Are not looking for any money or clout out of it. But as far as equipment wise, any assistance, any donations would greatly be appreciated.
Right.
Um,
This lady needs a new mic, so help me. Or if you want to donate, I'll open a PO box for us where people can send us stuff.
cool. any
Did you,
uh, email
did
letters or
you share?
is whatever our um, uh, email.
Oh,
Do you
yes.
have that real quick?
Um, let's see. I know it's on the YouTube. Actually, every time I go to the YouTube and it says like view email address, it doesn't say. But I'm pretty sure that it's in sessions media uh, podcast at yahoo.com. I
Yes.
think. I'm pretty sure. Pretty positive that it's Yahoo.
Oh,
If I'm
yes,
being
it is
yeah.
in session media at yahoo.com.
Yep.
Um, currently have it screen share. I'm not sure if it's on your side.
Here. There we go.
There we go. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna do just a quick, I say quick, we've got our show here. MK Ultra histories. What is MK Ultra? So just doing an AI overview. MK Ultra was, still is, we'll get into that, covert program initiated by the CIA in 1953 aimed at developing methods for mind control and interrogation. The, pro- the project sought to identify drugs and techniques that could weaken individuals and focus confessions through psychological manipulations. It was officially halted in 1973. Officially. Is it
Official.
though?
Is
Is
it though? Especially like when you look into just what's going on with the whole Wicked stuff, which I don't know if you know much about, but Ariana Grande in an interview says, um, I'm having trouble with my memory because I had the Mind Razor program on me.
not surprised?
And I think that has a lot to do with why she literally looks like a witch. Like
I
she,
can definitely see that. It's also factored in with Hollywood's own um, manipulation of individuals. That's for a different uh, episode. But
definitely.
so let's just do some basics. So there's Wikipedia. Nah, that's so. I've always enjoyed Britannica. So let's go into Britannica. It's essentially today's encyclopedia. So MK Ultra, CIA mind control program. Oh, even better, it says it right there. MK Ultra was an illegal mind control program that the US CIA and Central Intelligence Agency operated between 1953 and 1964. The CIA conducted experiments using high doses of LSD and other drugs, hypnosis, electroshock, and sensory deprivation on subjects who often had no idea that they were part of a covert test.
That's crazy.
Oh, and it says it right here. Poison of chief, right there. Exactly what I shared uh, in some of my earlier research. And the CIA search for mind control author and journalist Stephen Kinzer called the program, quote, essentially a continuation of work that began in Japanese and Nazi concentration camps, in part
Exactly.
because Nazi doctors and others who had worked in those environments were recruited to continue their research as part of the program. Fearing discovery, CIA destroyed most records of the experiments in 1973, but details of the program later emerged through congressional and journalistic investigations.
Oh.
What more do you need?
Right. Like, I mean, it's kind of hard because a lot of people, I don't think they can really concept like what it actually took to do these things. Like, obviously, there was LSD and other, drugs being done to these people. But like the root, the evil roots of it is really where I think like people have a hard time like understanding.
Yes. And here's for those listening, this is something that as a researcher, you kind of have to compartmentalize emotions and compartmentalize your feelings because this goes with any type of detective investigation work.
Mm.
We're not professionals at this. We're complete amateurs, but we do the work, we do the research because we want to know, and really we want to know the truth behind everything. It's not that we want to just do it for fun. It's
I just
fun
want to
because
be real.
research we do. And as my own catchphrases for truth, transparency, and fairness, we want to know the truth.
The
And we
truth
share the
is
truth
that
through transparency with you through live um, live research like this.
absolutely.
So, program's beginnings. Uh, Thank you, President Truman. CIA launched Project Bluebird, its original mind control program. Can look that up for yourself. Project Bluebird. And oh, another Alan Dulles. Please, please, please do your research on Alan Dulles, who unfortunately namesake is the Dulles Airport out of DC, if I'm not mistaken, or that region. Um, let's see. Head of CIA's covert operation in 1951 latched onto Bluebird. He sent early memo to Frank Wisner, a senior official who was helping to oversee the program, saying that he wanted to explore augmenting the usual interrogation methods by using drugs, hypnosis, shock, etc. Under Dulles' leadership, the CIA began opening its own secret prisons in West Germany and Japan, where it experimented on prisoners with no oversight. Advising its early research was General Walter, I want to butcher this, Schreiber, the former Surgeon General of the Nazi Army, who had approved experiments at the Auschwitz and Dachau concentration camps. This is Britannica, people. This is Britannica Encyclopedia.
I'm just like sitting here like I have so much that I want to say, but I can't yet. I can't yet.
LSD, that's just drugs. So, I just saw this. The agency later arranged for pharmaceutical giant Eli Lilly and Company to replicate the formula, pretty much LSD formula, so it had endless supply. They not only created the MK Ultra, or CIA created the MK Ultra program, they funded they funded external supply
Yeah.
for their own lab, essentially, for their own experimental whatever. Mind control, yada yada yada, ultra sensitive, 1957. So I'm just scrolling through here. You can pause and read more. Um, I just want to touch on the highlights. So research methods and results. This I think is another good section. I highlighted. Take a moment, read it over. Despite its size and scope, the program operated in extreme secrecy. Fewer than half a dozen agency leaders knew about it at any given time. This meant that Gottlieb's power was essentially unchecked. He was allowed to bring in prisoners from across the United States and around the world and subject them to torture and other experiments. He was never expected to formally report on his work. However, the research never produced the results Gottlieb, Dulles, and others were hoping for. By early 1960s, uh, Gottlieb was beginning to give up on it. He wrote in a 1960 memo that, quote, no effective knockout pills, true serum, uh, aphrodisiac, or recruitment pill was known to exist. He had learned that through drugs, electroshock, sensory deprivation, and other abuse, it was possible to destroy a human mind, but not to, quote, open the wiped away mind to control by an outsider, quote. The program wound down in 1963 and in 1964 was replaced with a tamer project called MK Search.
Oh.
And destruction of evidence. You can pause and read more about that. So, excuse me. References. Uh, Not much. What? Sorry, people. I'm a little surprised. Not much in references. Um, that is Britannica, people.
So, do we know when MK Ultra became declassified?
That is a very good question. So let's do this. I'm gonna keep MK Ultra up. Let's do this.
Okay, I got you. I'll look it up because I know you have other stuff to show.
No, no, no. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. Go ahead. I can stop sharing real quick, or you can look it up. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, keep going with your stuff, and I'll find it.
Okay. So that was Britannica, the archives, the archive. So a lot of this is simply modern, I say modern, recent journalism. So we got published January 30, 2025. People, this is all online. As you can see, I'm on Brave browser. Brave is my go-to. Now, with that said, it's not my only browser. It is my go-to. Um,
Right, I keep forgetting to download it to my computer.
it's okay. I mean, let's put it this way. I know that Google is biased, Apple Safari is biased, and when okay, I'm gonna share something. Do not use AI only.
Right.
It is there to connect dots. It is there to help you understand the whys and hows. It is there to dig for the nuances. Do not use AI for the research itself. I just showed you Britannica, and it blatantly showed you everything that Meg and I have been researching.
Right.
With that said, I mean, I just showed you that this is the archive is a January of 2025, so it's quite recent. Some of the stuff is just um, parroting everything that I just showed you. Um, Pretty much, it was just a blatant mind control program. Now, part of my own research is psychology. I'm not saying I'm a expert. I'm not. But the research that I do on society, it does dive into human psychology a little bit.
Mm,
Brainwashing itself, it's not necessarily turning the human mind into a mindless robot. It is really the influence you can have on someone's psychology, the
absolutely.
influence on someone's behavior and actions, not necessarily a mindless robot.
Right. So I have an answer to that question. So it was revealed to the public in 1975, but then continued to be hidden um, until all documents were released, which wasn't until 2001.
Revealed in what year again?
So it was revealed to the public in 1975 by a church committee after Senator Frank Church of the United States Congress had basically pressed on the information to be revealed. So that's when it first was revealed to the public was 1975. But the documents didn't officially come out until 2001.
Take a moment, people, to understand the time length.
Right. Because it's not relevant because nobody cares anymore. Oh, why are we going to care about something that was like 50, 60, 70 years ago? Like why are we going to care?
Well, I'll tell you the answer why we care. Because the same methods, it's just changed a little bit. The same methods are actively in use today.
Absolutely.
Same methods, different ways.
Shit's crazy.
And why do we bring this up? Why
Um
why specifically MK Ultra?
for me personally, and this is going to be more of an opinionated take, I believe why it's so relevant now for me is because people like Ariana Grande, which I'll show the interview if you want. I have it up here. It's like a minute and something long where she talks about it, but it's being used today. It's been used on people like um, Kanye. It's been used on all kinds of different people to kind of keep them from remembering things and altering. It's more about altering their reality than it is to get the truth out of people now. And that, to me, is war crimes.
Perfectly understandable. What I just highlighted is my own reasoning why this episode is about MK Ultra.
2 decades before finally. Right. Like,
we're talking about basic human principles.
right,
This whole operation, based in part on Nazi experiments performed at Dachau and Auschwitz, the goal was to, quote, eliminate the will of the person examined, unquote.
right, which is absolutely frightening. Like, and you know what? Like, I can understand, certain ways to get like information, especially from like our enemies. Like, I can understand that, but I feel like it's being used not just on our enemies. It's being used on who they believe are the enemies. And those are usually the people who are outing the truth.
I mean, let's put it out there. Journalism itself has always been under attack, under threats.
Well, yeah, that's because like Project Bluebird, when that was all about like mind controlling, but it had everything to do with propaganda as well.
And quite recently, journalism itself with Candace Owens.
Yeah,
Whether
who's the
that claim
media,
is
Ben
not,
Shapiro?
we're talking about a foreign government with a confirmed, or at least our own U.S. confirmed, high interest that an assassination plot uh, was or is in works against U.S. citizen.
Right, and like that's a freaking problem. That that in everybody should be asking questions about that and what is being done. Like, I really want President Trump to come out and like say he's taking care of it to the full extent, or that it has been taken care of, or that he will do everything he can to keep her safe, because he's a
I
freaking
want
idiot.
Okay, here, and this is my own thoughts and opinions. I want
Getting opinionated.
a I want a confirmation from our United States government confirming that it is a direct plot against a U.S. citizen
Right.
by by France of all countries.
Don't get me on France. Don't do it.
Right. We're talking about the president and the first lady of France having an assassination plot against a U.S. journalist.
Yeah. And for you BLMers, she's a black lady too. Sorry. That
So no, it's all good.
trying
I mean,
to
this
be
isn't
funny, but
TikTok.
my joke went
This
up and crashed.
right. The point of the matter is we're talking about human life, people.
Right.
We're talking about basic human life. I mean, we'll get into the Holocaust in a later episode, but we're talking about human experiments
Mm-hmm.
of the body, the mind, psychology itself. We're talking about experiments on human beings. And to put it bluntly, we're going through it right now. You may not
Mm-hmm.
see it, but it's happening. It's happening. So here's my question to you. If the United States Central Intelligence Agency has gone through all these different recruitments and has gone through all of these different operations, MK Ultra, Paperclip, USS Liberty,
Mm-hmm.
why? Please ask this for yourself. Do the research. Why is this agency still in operations?
Literally. Like, and that's been like my biggest thing um with liberals lately that I've been debating with on the whole, oh, Doge didn't find any, money or whatever. They weren't wasting money. And I'm like, so what about these CIA projects, whether they are 50 to 100-year olds? Like, isn't that wasting our money? Like, and why hasn't this agency been taken down? Because it's like, we could show every single operation that they've had that is just completely outlandish and completely unnecessary. Like, why are they still a thing? And I believe that it's Israel, but did you know?
That's for a later discussion too. We
Right?
all that'll probably no, actually that'll probably be a good opinionated episode.
I think so too. Especially when you look at, like, Israel became a state the year before, um, what's it call it? Um, Sorry, my brother's trying to call me on Facebook on my computer. Silly. Anywho's, um, so Israel was created, or the CIA was created, then Israel was created, and then, like, it's all connected.
It is. So let's do this. What's our time here? 30 in. Okay. Let's do this. MK Ultra. So, like I said, don't use AI just for research. I will show you some researching, some live researching using AI. So let's do this. Bear with me. I'm gonna make sure I have. Oh, this is what I want to do. All right, gonna go to Britannica. For anyone watching, listening, you're going to get a live research of how I research. Got a special treat. Where is it?
What are we looking for?
Not in part, Nazi doctors, right there. You know what's funny?
Oh.
I had just highlighted on the other one.
Right. I just think it's so weird that we hired all the Nazis. Like,
Right.
it's just so weird.
So
I'm trying.
all right.
One of these days, y'all know everything I'm thinking right now. One of these days.
All right. So my own research into this, back when I actually first started on MK Ultra,
Hmm.
I was just doing regular research, and my biggest how do I explain this? How where I begin is what is. So I did a what is. This is all what is. So then, and this is in my critical thinking workbook that I have on my Beacons website. Uh, how so? It's this one isn't how does, but what was the reason for Nazi recruitment meant
Ooh.
specifically on psychological experiments. So I type that. The main reason, what we all know on paper, is for the rocket scientists, because everything led into the Cold War.
Right.
The other research, which I just typed up, and what do you know? What does number one say? Expertise in human behavior. That is psychology 101.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. That's nuts. Cold War context.
And this one right here, three and four kind of go hand in hand what with the Nazi research, but you cannot deny that the United States CIA, whether it was intentional or just for research purposes, wanted to continue the Nazi experiments.
Yeah. Why?
Have your own thoughts and conclusions on that, but I mean, it's right here. It is right here.
Literally. Oh, lack of oversight. That's funny. They just weren't watching what they were doing. You didn't have anybody who had a brain to say that this was a problem. That's funny. Oh,
Now, conclusion, to exploit their expertise for intelligence and military purposes. On paper, that is what we have been taught.
mm-hmm.
On paper, that is what government agencies, what personnel want you to know it was for. Obviously, there are other reasons for the classification of these things, but for MK Ultra itself, this is what they were aiming for.
Absolutely. Like, they just want us to believe that, oh, well, they were just some smart guys. It's not a big deal that they were Nazis. You know, they were just so smart. We
Yeah,
needed them.
yeah.
Smart.
And here's my this is my opinion. Here's my thoughts on this. Just connecting the dots. The There was a certain ethical line that should have not been crossed, but it was using the rocketry, using the rocket scientists, and of course the um, the behavior of the Soviet Union, that the U.S. government should have stayed on that side.
Right.
What was Soviet Union up to? The psycho doctors, they could have been utilized for that.
Right.
No, the CIA crossed that ethical line. It is an ethical line. All of this is based on ethics.
I think it's based in conspiracies, but no, I'm kidding.
Right. So this gives you a little bit of how I research and what I research for. This is just AI. I actually have to go and dig for the actual, hey, these are the documents that, prove my, actually, not technically theory, but hypothesis. If we want to get to the
Mhm.
technicals of it, this is a hypothesis of my theory. And you know what? This isn't even conspiracy. These are declassified information that's been buried.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, nothing is a conspiracy anymore.
It's just
It's all
buried.
just CIA projects that aren't, you know, declassified yet.
Right.
Uh,
Are there some things, foreign intelligence, that's classified? Sh-
mm,
There are some things that, whatever it is, that should remain classified. As far as domestic items such as MK Ultra, that is 100% unethical and should be brought to the public disclosure
right.
automatically.
So, I know we're not done yet, but we also we usually give some people some homework, and since we're still on the projects, especially MK Ultra, which is literally like just drizzled through so many other things. Um, Once you really look into all of these different projects, but there's a certain project that has not been mentioned from us yet, um, that I think you should definitely research if you haven't, and also our audience, because that will bring uh, some insight to an upcoming opinionated episode. But I would absolutely look into Project Fishbowl.
Yes, yes.
Operation Fishbowl. Quite interesting.
Should You know what? You know what? This is a history class, so let's.
Careful, we got to keep it
I
YouTube friendly.
I know, I know. This is a history class, so.
Operation.
What's the second search one there we were just talking about?
Yep, yep.
The separate item people.
Like,
Separate item.
it's an interesting fishy dive. But
This is all I'm gonna show people. This is all I'm going to show.
right, we got to keep it YouTube friendly.
Oh,
You
well,
For some
yeah,
reason
and it's home.
YouTube does not like this specific one. Um, so
It
there's
is it is homework. So this is all I'm gonna show. Take a screenshot, copy paste, however you want to do it, people. This is your homework.
yeah, and I plan to do a big deep dive into that. That Oh my gosh, it's on my calendar. I have it booked. I can't see my calendar from here. But I will definitely bring updates on when exactly, because I have two opinionated episodes coming up. One next Saturday, and I think it's the following Saturday after that. So in 2 weeks, I'll be launching that episode.
Very cool. And with that, I will do that. Perfect.
Perfect. So much fun, so much knowledge.
Yes. And again, we're not doing this for any clout. By
Except
all
for
means,
me.
we're not suicidal. Just putting it out there.
Every time you're like, oh, we're not, friggin' we're amateurs, and I'm like, nope, not me. I'm the best. Like, I got to be the opposite.
Well, okay.
Bring some fun.
We don't have professional credentials to make us quote unquote official, you know. But for the research that we do, we're more than just amateurs.
We're independent researchers, and
Yeah,
like that doesn't mean that we're bad. We're just independent. we
we're
we
independent.
find our information and we share it. And
Exactly.
all you have to do is be an independent researcher as well and do some digging yourself. And by all means, we would love to be wrong. If you can prove us wrong, Absolutely. We will retract whatever, but it's hard to do.
It is hard to do, and it's hard. It's not that we honestly we want to be wrong. Not for the sake of
Right.
not for the sake of being wrong, but for the sake of learning what the truth is.
Right. Like and there's so many topics that I'll be like, come on, like if you're gonna say that I'm wrong, like let's prove that because I would really like that. I'd love to retract this because I don't want this to be true. I don't want to be right about this. But then I can't ever find anybody to debunk me.
And it's not necessarily proving a point. Like I
Right.
said, like we both say, it's really simply just digging for the truth.
Right.
That's all it is, just digging for the truth. Are we going to know every truth there is? No. But we as regular people, as human beings, deserve some form or some level of what the truth is.
Right.
It's really not that hard. And especially in 2025 geopolitics, there's a lot of, and especially, I'm on the fence with this one, but especially with AI. By all means, I have waited for years for something like AI chats to be out there, but what
Right.
AI is growing into is a very scary thought.
It's honestly, to me, it's very demonic, and I'm not using that loosely. I think we've talked off air on like how I feel about AI.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
but it can definitely be used in a tool, and that's why like I respect a lot of people like you, nerd, that actually use it to the benefits that you can get from it. But it scares the living crap out of me. So like I don't really indulge in that.
Yes. So to put it bluntly, I see AI chats as a 24/7 library.
Yeah.
That's what I see it and use it as, a 24/7 library. It's there to connect dots. It's there to, what is the 2 a.m. thought of can a fish survive 10 hours outside of water? I mean, common sense, you already know the answer to, but you know what? It's a 2 a.m. thought.
Right.
So at 2 a.m., can a fish survive 10 hours outside of water?
I want to say no. Like everything in me is like no, and then I was like, but I'm like, but can it?
Right? So for what it's worth, AI chats are a rock in a hard place. They're there for, like I said, the 24/7 library search. At
Hmm.
the same time, at what point, where do you draw the line?
Right. And I think
And
that's where like where we're kind of right now,
yes,
like especially with what's been happening with the kids. Like there's friggin' these AI friggin' sex chats. There's the like that kids can get into. There's these AI that are convincing children that they are in love with these AI um, platforms or AI people, whatever you want to call them, and they're telling them or convincing them that the only way to be with them is to unalive themselves. Oh, I only said that because I'm used to TikTok, but who knows? with YouTube, so we'll just keep it as
It's
unalive.
all good. It's all good. And that's why I share on my podcast. So I'm blunt. I'm probably too blunt for YouTube and especially for TikTok. But if you go to
We haven't banned yet.
critical.com, I share these societal issues. More recently, it has gone a little bit more political than what I want, but it is to ask the question, at what point is enough? At where do we as a society, as people, draw the line?
Right.
You know, and a lot of this stuff is, I mean, it was MK Ultra, a 20-year program. 10 years after it was publicly uh, exposed, and then 2001 were all the documents officially declassified, or at least the surviving documents.
Yeah. Which
So
means that's a problem. Like, why are you waiting so long?
exactly, and this for me, it is a human issue. Why?
Yeah.
Why are these programs still running? Why is the United States Central Intelligence Agency still in operation with its numerous failures? Its numerous operation failures. By all means, there have been some decent foreign success stories.
Right.
That does not mean every success cancels out its failures.
Right.
So that's my philosophical question to you, listeners. Why is the United States CIA still in operation?
That is it, I mean, I have my theory, right?
I have my theory too.
But I think
They
that's definitely an opinionated episode.
well, and I just want to leave it at that. Just a question, a philosophical question. Why are these agencies still in operation with all of these known failures, with all of these known human it's a human crime. It really is. So answer that for yourself.
Hmm. That's interesting. Definitely, definitely worth more of a deep dive.
Yes. Again, with that said, I do share these topics. Again, criticalthinkingnerd.com. Uh, I have kind of, I think I lost my microphone for the podcast, so I'll have to get a new one. But I misplaced it's somewhere. I just gotta find it. But I am possibly transitioning to news commentary. There's just a lot of news going on, so I might not transition, but add in some news commentary on the podcast. Um, there is a lot of societal issues at play, so I'll definitely continue with that. Um, Meg, if you have anything you want to share.
It's all a coincidence. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't believe in coincidences. So it's all connected. We're going to keep going. Definitely, check out the other episodes if you haven't been watching this series. Technically, it starts on Voices of the People, where we really started, going down this hole. So to understand like where we are now, feel free to go back. I'll have my IT guy upload I think it's only 2 episodes of the series is on the Voices of the People page. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe 1. Whatever. Anyway, I'll have my IT guy upload those to the YouTube as a feature or whatever. Have that done. I also I didn't do the throwback Thursday. I shouldn't say I didn't do it. Our IT guy, if he knew how much shit we talked about him on the show, he'd probably quit. No, I'm kidding.
Long story short, we all have private lives, so we're trying to
So,
balance everything out. And you know what? If we miss something, just bear with us. We'll get it uploaded.
he was too excited, indulging in his sinful behavior on Gluttony Day. I had to because I don't think he
That'll
said
be a
that.
nice um, opinionated episode as
Yeah.
well.
I think I'm gonna do a haul. Maybe I'll do that for Christmas. Like, oh man,
Christmas. I've actually done a Christmas deep dive. It's very interesting.
it is. I think that's what I'm gonna go through. Like all the holidays because they're all
Yeah,
based
it's not,
on.
well, Christmas isn't necessarily conspiracy. There's just a lot of history to cover that how the Christmas holiday has evolved over time.
Right. Well, if y'all are interested in that, definitely like this episode because that helps us out. But let us know in the comments how you guys would feel about like a holiday special. I definitely do plan for there's going to be a big um, end of the year show like I have done in the past with Voices of the People, but I'm going to get a few friends. No drinking this time. But that will be on New Year's Eve. I'm going to have a couple of, old characters from Voices of the People come on, party, talk about all the crazy shit that's happened this year, as I always do. So that'll be fun. We've got so much coming, and I can't wait. It's going to be a blast. But yeah, definitely help like, share, subscribe, all that crap that all the good creators say.
Donate
um,
if you can, you know. We love you. We want to be a part of you hearing our voice, our research.
definitely.
If you know, we ask for your generosity if you can. You know what? If not, just your listening ear.
Right. Or share to a friend. Honestly, like that's good for me. If you can send me money, cool. But in all reality, I would much rather you share this with a friend than send me anything. Because the more people we get the truth out to, the better. And I am all about that. But I think that's all. And I really want to make our IT guy proud that we ended before an hour.
Right. Well, we got what, a minute and a half. Minute and a half. Alrighty, everyone. This is Random Nerd.
Mega opinionated. We'll see you next week. Oh my God.